Short. All right. There you go, bro. You good?
But I'm gonna start sharing. Give me 1 second. Boom. Can everybody see my screen?
Yeah.
All right. Couple of things. One, you made me the host, so this is my room now. Rule number one, we got some rules to go over, right? Rule number one, there's too many black screens. There's too many black screens. I can't see face. I don't know who I'm talking to. It could be strangers. It could be intruders. I don't know what's going on in here. Too many black screens. Please, if you can, take your camera off. Put your camera on so I can see your face. Thank you. Let me put my glasses on. Let me see what's going on. What's that, Chicago? Shaky? I can't. You can take yourself off mute. This ain't class. You can take yourself off mute.
She in the 1% now too.
Oh, I just spoke to you yesterday. What's
Yeah.
going on? Yo, what's going on, everybody? All right.
So I'm sorry. Hey guys, my name is Shaki.
Shakeem. Okay, what's going on? If you can, please take your camera on. If you can't, I understand. Next, we're gonna go over some things. I need you to stay focused. Please have your notepads. Have your pen and paper. Note takers are money makers. And without further ado, let's get started, right? So first thing first, I like to always set the agenda. What we're gonna talk about tonight. I understand why you're here. First thing first, understanding what are stock options. Next, when to and when not to trade stock options. Because some people think it's always you can always trade. No, at certain times we trade, certain times I don't trade. As Taj told you earlier, I lost 800K in a day. That's not bragging, but that's because I traded at the wrong time. But he also didn't tell you I made a million. In order to lose 800K, you got to make a million, right? So therefore, I have done that. It's in the past. We move forward from that. But I understand when to and when not to trade options. Next, the benefits of trading stock options. I'm gonna teach you exactly why I like trading stocks. And to me, it's the best form of money making process in the world. So before we get started, like I said, grab a notebook, turn off your phones, put the kids to bed, and we're just about to go down. Last but not least, silence your phone if you can't. I understand, but please silence your phone. That way you can pay attention and be alert. So let's get started, right? First, I need a commitment. Why? Because I need to make sure y'all here for a reason. I'm here for a reason, so I want to make sure y'all here for a reason. Drop a fire emoji if you are committed. So let's go with the commitment says, right? If I commit to teach you in the game, can I count on you to do the following? If so, drop a fire emoji. Are you committed to changing your thought process? Most people think the stock market is made for only Caucasian people. It's not true. It's made for anybody. One thing about the stock market, it don't have no face, no color. I don't talk to people. I don't have to have clients if I don't want clients. I can make my money every day without speaking to anybody. That's why I like it. I can't get fired. The only person who can fire yourself is you. You can only lose. If you lose your money, yes, you fired. But you guess what? You can get your job again. You can go put more money back in your account and go start your job all over again. Nobody can fire you. Next, are you willing to execute? If you're not willing to execute, please leave. This is not for people to just watch and be like, oh well, I thought about it. No, it's time for execution. Lastly, commit to going all in. I'm all in. This is a Wednesday night. 7 p.m. It's a nice day in New York. I could be outside. I could be out doing what I like to do, but I'm here teaching y'all. So I'm committed. I got a suit on. It's hot. I got a suit on, the whole suit, not just the pajamas and the bottom. No, a whole suit. I'm committed. I need y'all to commit with me as well. So if that's true, let me see some fires emojis in the chat. All right, I see a couple. Not enough, but I see a couple. All right, cool. Who is this class for? Let's just adjust who it's for. People that love money. If you don't like money, please leave. We're gonna talk about money today. This is not about anything else but money. We're gonna talk about how to get some money. Next, people who are willing to execute. Individuals who are ready to gain back their time. The reason why I trade stocks is for the time freedom, not for the money. The money is great. Yes, I make a lot of money trading stocks. But the time freedom, I only trade between the hours of 9:30 and 10:30. Some maybe 11 on a bad day. Anything after 11 is overtime. I don't work overtime. I don't get paid to work overtime. I work an hour a day, sometimes an hour and a half. That's it. And if I have a stock group, if I didn't have a stock group, I only work 30 minutes. But some people, some people got work. So they're like, okay, please do at least to 10:30. I'm like, okay, fine. I'll do 10:30, but that's it. Individuals who are ready to change their financial situations. That doesn't mean you're in a bad one. You could be in a great one, but that doesn't mean you can never go. You can always look up. In my fraternity, we got one thing we say: seek the light. I'm a member of Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. We seek the light, which means we always look better. We always look ahead of us. We always look for the light. So we want to change our financial situations. Let's go who this class is not for. People who don't want to execute. People who make excuses instead of solutions. Another slogan I go by: excuses are tools of the weak and incompetent, used to build monuments of nothingness. Those who specialize in excuses rarely specialize in anything at all. Therefore, there are no excuses. We don't do excuses. We make solutions. In my corporation, we have a motto. You don't bring me no problem without having three solutions. And yeah, I'm gonna pick the solution because I'm the CEO, but you have to give me three solutions. Don't come to me with a problem because I don't pay you for problems. I pay you for answers. Last but not least, individuals who are allergic to money. You'll be surprised how many people are allergic to money. They can't touch it. Every time they touch it, it goes away. Anytime they touch the money, it's out their pocket. I don't like people who are allergic to money. I like people who like to keep the money. So if you are any one of these three, please leave. Let's check. All right, we still got 14 people. Nobody left yet. So we looking like we doing good. Okay, I see some fire emojis in the chat. There we go. All right, let's get started, right? First, give a background story of who I am and where I come from, right? So my name is Wes. I was raised in Brooklyn, New York. I attended high school for business and commercial arts, Norman Thomas High School. I graduated early. I only did 3 years of high school. Why? Academics is my thing. I was always good with numbers, always good with education. I went to college for business and got a bunch of degrees. I'm still in college. I'm attending college right now for my PhD, Applied Psychology and Business. I'm at Temple University. Why do I want a PhD? I'm never gonna get a job. Never. It's not happening. But I want to make sure that when I have kids, I want them to know that their father's a doctor. So that's the reason why I'm in school right now for getting my PhD. I got two bachelors, finance and banking and economics. Lastly, a master's in accounting, MBA. I worked in corporate America. I worked for Discover. I was accounting there. Not it. They fired me. I'm gonna get to that later. They fired me, and I had the highest numbers in the department. I said, hold up now. And of course, I was the only my color in the department. Then I said, you know what? I'm doing what I do best. I started the business. I was already making money in stocks, but I wasn't the best. And I believe you gotta be the best before you teach. So I wasn't teaching because I was like, I'm not the best. So I sharpened my skills, got better, started teaching, started the business, made some money. Then I got a call from my dream job, JP Morgan Chase. I said, whoo, I applied for that job 18 times. I got hired none. This time I didn't apply. They called me. I said, hold up. I ain't applied for this position. They was like, yeah, well, we know. You should come on. Come on, boy. I said, okay, well, I'm not doing no interview. And if I do an interview, I'm not wearing a suit. They said, okay. I said, and I'm only working 4 hours a day. They said, okay. I said, oh, I got some leverage. Okay. I like that. I like that. I worked there. I worked there for 4 months and then I quit. I was like, this is not it. I got paid $100,000 salary plus a $20,000 signing bonus. But how I got the 100,000, that's not what they offered me. They offered me 96. And I picked up the phone. I'm like, no, I need 100. They said, okay. And they hung up. They called me back next month. This was in September. No, this was in July. Called me back August. Hey, we got 97,000 for you. I said, no, I'm good. Told you 100. Calling back. They called me back September. Hey, we got 98,000 for you. I said, okay, yeah, now you're playing on my phone. I told y'all 100. Here comes October. We got $99,999 for you. I said, oh, they being petty. That's 1 cent off from 100,000. They trying to be funny. Cool. I said, but I need a sign-on bonus because I need to make sure I'm guaranteed. 'Cause I knew I wasn't gonna work there for long. Sign-on bonus at JP Morgan, you get it as long as you work there for 3 months. I said, cool. I need a $20,000 sign-on bonus. They said, you got it. When can you start? I said, tomorrow. Started working. Guess what I was doing there? Stocks. I got there the first day I walked in the building. Somebody was like, oh, hey, what's up, Wes? I said, who the hell is this? Excuse me, I curse, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm from New York. I curse a little bit. So I'm like, who the hell is this? He like, yo, you remember you took me to stock class? I said, oh. He's like, yeah, that's how you got hired. I said, wait, what? I told him stocks and he told them and they hired me. I said, oh, it makes sense. Then I started thinking, if y'all gonna pay me 100,000, how much am I making y'all? Because you ain't paying nobody 100,000 to make you 100,000. That makes no sense. So I'm like, oh, well, I know corporate America, they 10 times them out. So if they paying me 100,000, I gotta be making them 1 million. I said, oh, no, 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 no. And then I quit. Then I became a full-time entrepreneur in 2020. I haven't looked back since. I have never worked a job. I'm mentally unemployable. What does that mean? I can't get a job. It just wasn't. It just won't work for me. Nothing wrong with working. I admit that 100%. Nothing wrong with working. But because you gotta be a worker before you can be a boss. But now I'm at that level where I'm not longer working. And that's a little background story about me. But it's not about me. We'll get to you, right? This is my testimony. This is the day I reached over 6 figures in the stock market. So when I reached over 6 figures in the stock market, I was like, wait, I did this in a month. I was working 12 months to get $100,000. I did this in a month. I said, okay, something ain't right. This is the day I was like, oh, it started making sense to me. Something is not, it's not clicking. Because I was working this for 12 months and they wanted me to work long shifts. Even though I told them you had 4 hours, no. I got there, it was 8, 9 hours. I'm like, hold up, this ain't what I agreed to. And now I'm like, okay, I quit the job and then a month later I make $100,000. Most people are like, well, how much did you start with? $1,000. I said to get $1,000. Why? Because I had no job. I had to go light. I said, let me get myself together. I got light and I started building up, building up, building up, building up. Was I taking risks that I shouldn't have took at that time? Yes. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie. There's no cap. There's no fluff in my rough. I started taking risks I shouldn't have took. Why? Because I knew I wanted to hit that goal. Then I realized, oh, I made $100,000. Now I can chill back. I can scale back and do risk management now because I already made the money. But once I seen this number, it was a mind shift. I made $9,000 in a day. That's it today. 9,000 in a day. That was damn near my paycheck for a month. I said, no, this don't make no sense. And that's why I love stock options. So enough about me, right? This class isn't about me. It's about y'all. So let's focus on y'all. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can relate to any one of these situations. If only you could get 1 month of free rent or mortgage and you feel like you can get ahead. If you got 1 month of free mortgage or rent, you feel like you can get ahead. Or prices are going up, but your paycheck isn't. Let me ask you a question, right? Y'all seen the price of eggs? Have y'all seen the price of bread? It's ridiculous. So, your paycheck, you're supposed to get 3%. Usually, most people get 3% every year. So let's do some math. 3% income every year. So we make $100,000. 3% income is $3,000. So that means you get a $3,000 bonus. You get paid 26 times a year. Let me put my phone on. Let me do some calculation. Imagine that's before taxes, right? So let's do some calculations. So you got $3,000 divided by 26. That's an extra $115 in your check. Who is that going to help? Nobody. That can't help you. So your year, you worked there for a year to get a bonus or get a raise, and you made $115 extra each check, minus taxes. So you may make like $75 per check. That does not help. So imagine you worked there for 10 years. Now you get an extra $1,000 on your check. Doesn't help. It doesn't help. You worked there for 10 years to get an extra $1,000 on your check. It doesn't make sense. So drop one. Let me see if there's any ones in the chat. Oh, I see a bunch of ones. The Tyler Mills for cup. See? See? So we dropped the one if we can relate, right? Boom. Now, let me know if this would be nice. To not have to worry about how to pay your rent or your mortgage. I don't worry about bills. You know why I don't worry about bills? Because they don't auto pay. I'll be honest, T-Mobile got me like 2 months ago. They charged me way too much money. I didn't know because I don't look at bills. They just come out. I don't. They got it. They got it. Oh well. They caught me. Oh well. It's life. They charged me, I think, like $346. My bill was like $246. Ooh, $100. I don't give a damn. Or you can get 2 or 3 more vacations a year would be nice. I'm 31 years old. I've been to 37 countries. I travel whenever I want. I do whatever I want to do. If I want to get up and travel, I can, and I can still make money. Why? Because you can trade anywhere in the world. So 2 or 3 vacations would be nice. And I decided to stop. I didn't travel for a whole year because I had a bad plane accident. I said, oh, no, I ain't been traveling. Taj can tell you. I've been taking the train to Atlanta and meet up at the masterminds. I live in New York. The train to New York is kind of crazy. I mean, train from New York to Atlanta is kind of crazy. It's actually 18 hours, but I ain't been getting on no planes. Or lastly, you like to leave your 9 to 5 job and enjoy your life you deserve to live. So Todd said he don't fly, y'all. Exactly. I've been to 37 countries. I ain't flying a year. What'd that tell you? And I did a lot of years in college. I went to college for forever. So I ain't been traveling that long, but I've been to 37 of them. Why? Because I do what I like to do because I don't have nobody tying me down. This is why I like trading stock options. So I think I put some ones in the chat. So this is what I need from y'all, right? Commit first, figure out the rest later. Taj said it earlier. I came right on the call as soon as he was saying it. I was like, it must have been telepathy or whatever it's called. I'm right there with you. Commit first, figure out the rest later. That's what I did. When I quit my job, I said, oh, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna figure it out. When I got fired, I didn't have an option. It was either go apply for more jobs or do what you do best. Trade these stocks. I said, well, I'm gonna do what I do best. I'm gonna trade these stocks. So if the answer is yes to one of those, if you're ready to commit first and figure out the rest later, please drop a one in the chat. I need to see who's committed. Is that Dole? Okay, there we go. Okay, I see some ones. It's a lot of named iPhones. If your name is iPhone, you might want to change it so I can address you by your name. I'm driving. Well, when you're driving, you could have dropped the one. Now I'm playing. Cool. So this is my promise, right? My promise to y'all is my promise to show you how to trade stock options, how to claim back your time, and live the life you deserve to live. Why? Because I think we're all kings and queens, and we deserve to live a good life. I don't deserve to worry about how I'm gonna pay my bills. That don't make sense. Like that's not a way to live. That's not like I don't want to just live. I want to thrive. My pastor always said thrive. You want to thrive in life. I don't want to just be living. Everybody dies, but not everybody live. That's Drake. A lot of people die, but they don't live life. So I like to live my life. So let's get to it. Anybody know this person? Write his name in the chat. That's right. I don't want to mispronounce it. Is it Dole? Life is too short to worry about bills. I hear that, goddamn it. Somebody said Tommy. What Tommy ain't got? He ain't got no job. That is true. Now let me ask you a question, right? Did anybody ever say Tommy ain't got no money? They never said that. They said Tommy ain't got no job. They ain't never say Tommy ain't got no goddamn money. Tommy got some money. They was like, how you always outside? You ain't got no money. No, I got money. I just ain't got no job. So a lot of people, see, he was always fresh. That's a fact. A lot of people was calling me Tommy. My friends was like, you ain't got no job no more. What? How you outside partying? I go to the club a lot. I like the club. I'm young. I'm going to the club. I'm going to pop bottles. I'm going to enjoy myself. I go out on dates with women, beautiful women. I have fun. But people was like, how you doing all of this when you ain't got no job? I said, oh, I trade stocks. They laugh me out the water. These are my friends, y'all. People I grew up with my whole life. They know me. They like, you do what? I said, I trade stocks. They're like, bro, what are you talking about? They didn't even think it was for us. They're like, nobody know. You black. You black in all of us, actually. You don't trade no stocks. I'm like, yeah, I do. That's what I do. So everybody was calling me Tommy. And I liked it. I embraced it. I'm like, you know what? Right, Tommy ain't got no goddamn job. But he always got some money. And he always is fly. So that's why I put that in here. I resonate with Tommy. So let's get to it, right? A path of success. That's what we're going to do first. Understanding what are stock options, when to and when not to trade stock options, the benefits of trading stock options. And if we stay today, I'm going to give you a bonus. So let's go through it, right? What are stock options? It's time to learn. A stock option is a contract between two parties that gives the buyer the right, but not the obligation to buy or sell a stock at a predetermined price with a specific time period. That's a lot of words. All that really means is we're not buying the stock. So trading stocks is different from buying stocks. So when you buy stocks, you hold them long term and hope they go up. That's investing in a company. You're buying a stock. Trading stocks is totally different. Trading stocks is all you're doing, essentially, you're making an educated assumption based on the research and the charts to determine which way the stock will move. So all you're doing is picking which way you think the stock is going to go. Stocks only do three things. They go up, they go down, and they consolidate. Consolidate means they stay in the range. That means they're not really moving that much. Stocks do three things. They go up, they go down, and they stay in the range. We don't buy stocks when they consolidate because we don't know which way they're going to go. So really, when you trade stock options, all you're doing is picking which way you think it's going to go. So it's a 50-50 chance already. So when people say trading stocks is hard, I look at them like they're crazy. If you can read colors, if you're not colorblind, it's only 97% of people in the world are not colorblind. It's only 3% of people who are colorblind. So if you're colorblind, I'm sorry. But if you're not colorblind, you can trade stock options. It's a 50-50% chance. They go up, they go down. All you gotta do is pick which way. Some people say, is that gambling? No, because we make an educated assumption. We're using charts to determine that. We're not just picking red or black. Oh, it's gonna go red. Just throw your money. No, that's not what we're doing. But it's the same odds. 50-50 chance. So stock options is choosing whether we think the stock is gonna go up or it's gonna go down. We have two options first, which is a call option and a put option. A call option, think about somebody used to call you on the phone. I'm 31. I remember the days back in the days you had the phone, you had to pick up off the receiver. I remember those. I ain't too young for that. That's a call option. Call option means you think the stock is going to go up. Then you have a put option. A put option means you think the stock is going to go down. A way to remember that, remember back in the days, we had the phone, you had to put down on the receiver. That's a put. Call means you think the stock is going up. Put means you think the stock is going down. That's the basics. It's only three steps. I told you, option trading is not hard. It's only three steps. The first step is picking a direction. Which way you think the stock is going to go. The next step, you have to pick an expiration date. This is the date that you select for your time frame from your prediction to come to fruition. The further, the better. That means that each contract expires on Friday, unless it's a holiday. Like this Friday, it's a holiday, so it expires Thursday, which is tomorrow. Contracts expire every Friday. You got this Friday, next Friday, Friday after that, up until whenever, up until like 2028, and then they renew. So you have to pick a date you want to expire. I give you a cheat code. I day trade, which means I'm in and out. So I don't need to pick next week's or the week after that. I'm picking this Friday. So why? Because I'm getting in today, I'm selling today. I don't like holding stocks long term. Some people, don't get me wrong, some people trade stocks and hold them long term. To me, that's like a job. I hold it for 2 weeks, hope I get paid. No, I get paid every day. So if I'm getting paid every day, I'm in and out the same day. That's the point of day trading. I'm making money every day. Then lastly, we got strike price. This is the price you believe the stock will get to. The closer the better. So you have to pick a price you think the stock is going to go. So if Apple's at 150 and you think it's going to go up, you're going to get a call. Call means you think the stock is going to go up. So you would get an Apple call. What price would you get? The 151. That's the next number. Or the 152. 152 may be cheaper. But if it gets there, it make more money. The thing about trading stock options is you don't have to technically be right. All you gotta do is go in your direction. You can say the stock is gonna get to 155 and it's at 150. Well, as long as it go to 150 and 50 cents, you make money. As long as it go to 151, you make money. Now, when it gets to 155, you make more money. So you don't have to always be right. You just gotta pick the right direction. This is why I like trading stocks. Somebody said those zero DTEs. Oh, I don't do those. The reason why I don't do zero DTEs, they cheap. Yes, they can pay you a lot of money, but guess what? They cheap. Cheap ain't always the best. I like security on my place. So I don't do zero DTEs. Now, have I done them? Yes. Should I have done them? No. Did I get paid? Yes. It's not. I just prefer. I teach my group. We don't do that. We do insurance. We want to make sure. Like, it's like buying a car and not having no insurance. You don't. Now you go. You can get up the lot. Some places, if you go to one of them janky promoters, you can get up the lot. But now, if somebody hit your car outside, you're done. So that's why I don't do the zero DTEs. Zero DTEs is just the date that expires. It means it expires the same date. I see Michael know a little bit about trading. Let's go on. Cool.
Hi, Miss Vanya.
Hold up, wait, hold up now. I'm about to have Liz talk. So Liz is one of my mentees, right? So Liz came to me. This is why I mean commit first, doing it, figure out the rest later. She came to me. She said, "Wes, I don't want to work." I said, "Oh, okay." She said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, let's work up a plan for you to quit." She said, "Well, it's a little too late for that." I said, "What the hell are you talking about?" She said, "I quit." I said, "When did you quit?" She said, "Right before I called you." I said, "Okay." All right. I'm not an advocate of quitting your job until you make enough money. That's my rule. You gotta make enough money. Use your job to pay for the stock options. But she was like, "Yeah, I don't got time for that. I'm done." I said, "Okay." I said, "What you gonna do?" She said, "I'm gonna trade with you." I said, "Okay." She said, "I don't know how it's gonna work, but we're gonna figure it out." And Liz's been with me since 2020. So let's see what she had to say.
Taking Wes's stock market class back in August of 2021. Ever
2020.
since I've taken his class, I have a true understanding of what the stock market is, and I didn't know anything at all. He really takes his time to make sure that you learn everything and have the resources you need in order to succeed later on. I'm also part of his option trade group, and it's been amazing. I truly confide in him to make sure that we're making accurate calls, but I have also taken upon myself to make my own option trading based off the knowledge that he has given us. So thank you, Wes, for everything, and you should truly connect with him to learn more.
So Liz been with me for what? For roughly 4 years now, right? So she said 2021. I thought it was 2020. It's 2021. So she's been with me for 4 years now. She's still in the group. As you know, she said she make her own plays now. Why? Because I don't just teach you so you can eat meat. If that's the case, it'll be another job. I'm the one feeding you. I teach you so you can be able to do it your damn self. Most people, I'm be honest. Can I be honest with them, Taj? I run a business. The business is to make money. When she first came in the group, I was charging $100 for the group. The thing is, I want people to make enough money so they can leave. Get the hell out. Why? Because now when new people come in, I can say, "Hey, I help this person make 200,000. The price is 250 now. Y'all help this person make 1 million. Price is 300 now. Make enough money, learn the skill, leave. And more people come in, I can charge more. It's a win-win for both of us. You know I do it forever. You make your money, I get to charge new people more money. Win-win situation. But we have members in the group who don't leave. They're like, "You know what? Why would I leave? I'm paying $250 a month. Who cares? I'm making money every day. I don't care about paying $250 a month for the trades." And I also have people who be like, "You know what, Wes? I don't want to learn all these charts. Like this, I don't want to learn all that. I'm just gonna take your place," and they stay. But then I have members who go on and do their own thing. So that's Liz. So drop a fire emoji in the chat if you have a better understanding of what trading stock options are. If not, I'll go back over it. I got nothing to do today except for rewatch Love Island. Okay, I see some fires. It's not enough though. What Kendra said? Too many homies, but it's not enough. Okay, there they go. They rolling in. Cool. Let's get it. Let's go. So we understand what the trading stock options are, right? Now let's understand when to and when not to trade the stock options because that's important. When to and when not to trade. Most people think you're always supposed to trade. No, you're not. So when we don't trade options, option trading is a skill that requires psychology. Again, it's not picking your mind and be like, "Oh, this is red or black." That's not what we're doing here. We never trade stock options when we're feeling down. Why? Because your mind is not right. I'll give you our story. So My mother was my best friend. My father's my best friend, actually. But my mother was very close to me. She passed away. When she passed away, I was distraught. I was thrown off. She passed away 3 years ago. It's my rock. I'm like, damn, like I was messed up in the head. But as I said, I run a business. I can't just leave my members in my group because my mother passed away. I don't believe in that. They pay their money. That my mother passed away has nothing to do with their money. They're like, hey, I paid you. Now, granted, my group they told me to take a break off, but my mom was like, they paid me, they deserve the service because I never want to do bad business. So I got on the market. I'm calling out plays for them. They winning, but they're not my normal plays. And now I'm going on the side. I want to pay for my mother's funeral. Of course, I got to do it big. It's my mother. I can't go in there playing around. I got to do it big. So I'm like, okay, I got to have a big, crazy funeral. I call these funeral planners and stuff. Everything I want altogether 50,000. Did I have 50,000? Yes. But I don't pay for things. I don't use my money to pay for anything. My money is to like go on dates and party and stuff like that. Bills and stuff come from the stock market. I don't do that. So I said I gotta make 50,000. Cool. So I went heavy. First day, lost 25,000. Woo! Right out the window. I said, oh, I'll make that back tomorrow. That ain't nothing. Next day, lost 13,000. Boom. I said, hold up now. All right, now I gotta make 33,000. Well, 38,000. Cool. Next day, I lost 10,000. I said, okay, what the hell is going on? My group was like, Wes. I told them what happened. They're like, yo, you need to take a break. I'm like, I can't. I got trade fair. They're like, yo, damn us. Your mother just passed away. You're not thinking right. I'm like, you're right. They're like, what you always tell us? I'm like, you never trade when you're feeling down. They're like, okay then. So why are you trading? I'm like, because you know y'all paid. They're like, yeah, but you're not even just trading the trades you call out for us. We winning. You the one losing. You calling out good plays for us, but you over here going crazy for yourself. I'm like, you're right. I took a step back. Took like 3 days off. And that's why I love my group. They're so supportive. I took 3 days off. Came back. Next day, 30,000. Boom, right out the window. They're like, oh, he back. I said, I'm cooking now. Next day after that, 25,000. Boom, that's 50,000 already. That's 55 to be exact. But I'm back. Next day after that, 30. Boom, 80K a week. Why? Because my mind was right. I said, let me get myself together. You never trade when you're feeling down, ever. If it's something, there's always a tomorrow. There's always a next day. Trading ain't never going nowhere. It's been before I was born and after. It's gonna be forever. And I called my father, and my father was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" My father, I told you, he's my best friend. He's like, "What are you doing? You're trading. You're not even thinking what you're doing. You're just trying to make the money. You already have the money." I'm like, "Yeah, well, I was trying to pay." He's like, "Man, damn all that. Get yourself together." So guess what I did? Before I made the money, I didn't tell you this part, but before I made the money, I paid for the funeral with my money. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna pay for it. You know what that did? Took stress off of me. It's already paid for. I'm done. I don't gotta worry about it. Boom. Now let's get to the money. Funeral happened. I pay for it. I make the money. Funeral happened. It was a great time. Cool. Next, we never trade out of desperation. What does that mean? Well, let's say you got a phone bill. Let's say a phone bill $200. You're like, okay, well, I gotta pay this phone bill. So let's say you do a trade, you make $180 on the trade. You don't take the 180. You be like, oh no, I gotta get 200 to pay this bill. So guess what? You have 180, and then you holding it, trying to make 200, and then it goes down to 150. You're like, oh no, it's gonna go back up, and then it goes down to 90. Then it goes down to 50, and now you're negative. Why? Because you're trading out of desperation. There's always a tomorrow. I'm gonna be honest, I'm from the hood. It's times where your phone gotta get cut off for a couple of days. You'll get it back. If your phone bill is due today, guess what? They ain't gonna cut off tomorrow. All you gotta do is call them, hey, I need a little extension. I put what they used to say back in the days, put a little bit on the bill. I put a little bit on it. So I'm put a little bit on the bill. Cool, no problem. If I make 108 today, guess what? I'm put a little bit on it today, and tomorrow I'll make the rest. I'm gonna pay the bill. You don't have to trade out of desperation. It's always a tomorrow. Next, emotions can deter your thinking. Don't trade during breakups. May sound like a joke, but it's true. We had a couple in my group. They was arguing. They both was losing. I said, I think y'all need to break up. They was like, well, I said, because y'all messing up the money. They was like, yeah, you're right. They broke up. That's what they still in the group together, both making money. Sometimes you might need a breakup. You might gotta get yourself together. You might gotta leave. Sometimes he ain't acting right. Switch up. Homegirl acting right. She gotta go. Don't mess up the money now. We never trade stocks when they're consolidating. Consolidating again means they stay in the same range. That means they're not moving up or down. They just staying sideways. We don't want to trade stocks when they're sideways because we can't pick which way they're gonna go. So we never want to trade stocks when they're consolidating. Last but not least, the first 5 minutes when the market opens up and the last 10 minutes. Now I'm gonna teach y'all something. This is not on Google. If you want to Google it, you can. It's not gonna be there. You go on YouTube it, you can. It's not gonna be there. So the reason why we don't trade the first 5 minutes or last 10 minutes is because the market is erratic. What that means is the market is moving up and down crazy. It's moving up and down crazy. The reason why we don't trade that time is because that's when the banks put in their orders. So the banks have to put in their orders for the stocks to move. How do I know that? I used to work for JP Morgan. Cheat code. So we don't trade those times because we don't know which way the stock is going to go. It's moving up and down,
Mhm.
up and down. It's erratic. You can't decide which way it's going to go. So we don't trade those times. What I call is let everybody have their fun. Then we sit back, we relax, and after that, we let the market do what we gotta do. We don't trade the first 5 minutes or last 10 minutes. Now, once you get good, then you can start getting busy in the first 5 minutes. Why? Because if it's erratic, that means it's moving a lot. When I see movement a lot, guess what I think? Dollar signs. Because if it's gonna move up, I'm gonna get a piece of that. If it's gonna go down, I'm gonna get a piece of that too. The thing about trading options is, which is different from stocks, you make money if the stock goes up, and you can make money if the stock go down. Calls means you think it's going up. Push means you think it's going down. You can make money either way. So it's plays where we got in. Oh, roll it up for calls. Oh, it's dropping. Roll it back down for puts. Oh, it's coming back up. Right back up for calls. Easy money. Very simple. Now, you only do that once you get good. You don't just jump in the first 5 minutes if you ain't the best. If you ain't me or somebody like me, you don't just jump in like that. But once you get good at it, trust me, it's gonna be so much money. But when you're starting, you never make money in the first 5 minutes. Or you never trade the first five or the last 10. And if you think I'm lying, Google why. They ain't gonna show you. When do we trade stock options? When we have a perfect setup. Well, what's a perfect setup? Don't worry. Taj called me. He said, yo, you can't gatekeep. I said, well, I ain't about to come up there and share everything. He was like, well, if you want to come talk to my people, you are. I said, you asked me to come. He said, yeah, but I asked you to come drop some fire. Don't come in here bullshitting. Excuse my language. I said, you know what? All right. I'm going to show you what a perfect setup look like. Next, when we have multiple indicators telling us the same thing, indicators are things you put on your charts to help you trade. It's like cheat codes. The only thing is, you got to understand what the indicators are telling you. If you don't understand what they're telling you, it's like having answers to a test, but you don't know the question. It's not going to help you. Next, when stocks are either at support and resistance. If you don't know what support and resistance is, don't worry. I'm going to show you. And last but not least, when stocks break out of support and resistance. What's support and resistance? Let's get to it. Yeah, that's right, Stacy. Yep, Stacy. That's right. Thank Taj. Because he had it for a minute. Boom. Okay, take a picture of this. He said now I had to add stuff into my slides. Take a picture of this. This is a Tesla chart. This is Tesla. I trade Tesla often. Why? Because it moves up crazy. Well, let's go over this trade. This was a $61,000 trade. Took me 2 days. I'm gonna show you exactly how easy this is. Okay. So we have support and resistance. Support is the floor. It's a level where stocks shouldn't go below. Can it go below? Yes. But it's a level where stocks don't like to go below. What happens when we hit support? People like to buy it up. Okay. I'm gonna show you. This is the easiest shit in the world. Okay. Resistance. Resistance is the ceiling. It's a level where stocks shouldn't go above. Can it go above? Yes. But it's a level where it gets to that level, people like to sell it. So we know the top is what people like to sell. The bottom is what people like to buy. Support, resistance. Make sense? Drop a 1 in the chat. That makes sense. I don't want to go too fast. Okay. I see some ones. Cool. Okay, let me ask you a question. If you had a basketball, right, and you threw the basketball on the floor in your house, what happens? Somebody in the chat, right? Let me know what happens. If you throw a basketball on the floor in your house, somebody in the chat, write me and let me know. It bounces. Taj, you cheating. Taj, you cheating. It bounces. That's right, Amber. It bounces. Okay, Cedric. So, if you throw the ball on the floor in your house, remember, this is the floor. It's going to bounce, right? Boom. Okay. Well, if you take a basketball and throw it at the ceiling in your house, what's going to happen? Somebody let me know what's going to happen. We take a basketball and throw it at the ceiling in your house. It goes up and come down. Boom. It hit the ceiling. And what it did? Come back down. Okay. Now, if we take a basketball and throw it at the floor in your house, what happens? Somebody let me know what happens if we throw a ball at the floor in your house. Comes back up. Great. Okay. So we take a basketball and you throw it at the ceiling of your house, what happens? Somebody please let me know. I'm dying to know the answer. It goes down. Thank you, Amber. Boom. Is this hard? This is like taking candy from a baby. I don't know why they use that phrase, but that's what this is. We hit the floor. We got calls. We hit the top, we got puts. Hit the floor, we got calls. Hit the top, we got puts. Now, to be honest with you, I would have made probably way more, but I got out right here, right around this area. Why? Because I'm like, I made enough money. It took me 2 days to make $61,000. It takes some people a year to make $61,000. I know somebody who gets $35,000 a year. So that means it takes them 2 years to get $61,000. It took me 2 days. And I missed out on all of this. Why? Because this was, I was like, I'm not doing that. I'm done. I didn't know what I was going to do. I'm done. I'm not even about, I took $61,000. I can go Louis Vuitton and have a ball. No, well, I can't get that much, but I can go there and do my thing. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to go shopping. So I took the money and made my shopping. It's very simple. But all you got to do is know when support and resistance is at. This is a support. This is resistance. Now, don't tell nobody I told you that. And some members will have an opportunity to, come join us. If you do have an opportunity to join us, don't put this in the chat, please, because I will have to remove you. Why? Because it's something I teach inside the class. And if they find out I went and taught on a free class and gave them the information I put inside the group, it's going to be a problem. So please, don't tell them. Seriously, don't tell them. That's my show, Mark. The Wayne brothers. Boom. So did we cover when to and when not to trade stock options? I think we did. So let's go over the benefits of trading stock options. Now, I'm sorry, I gotta take my suit off. This is when I become less humble. This is like when I gotta talk my talk. Let me get active. So, how do I trade stock options? Well, let me tell you. I do what I want. Literally, I'm a boss. Nobody tells me what to do. I do exactly what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. Nobody tells me when to go on break. Nobody tells me when to eat. Nobody tells me when I can use the bathroom. Nobody tells me anything. I do exactly what I want to do on my own time. I'm the captain of my own ship. I'm the master of my own fate. I got God, and then it's me. God shows me, He ordains my moves, and then after that, I get to do what I want to do. I just hope I make Him proud. I get to enjoy the things that matter to me the most. My time freedom. I told you I only work an hour. 9:30 to 10:30. Why? Because I don't work overtime. I don't have a job. They don't pay me for overtime. My clients don't pay me for overtime. I work when I want to work. If I wake up in the morning, I love my group. But if I wake up in the morning and say, guess what? I'm not trading today. Guess who's not trading? Me. Guess who won't affect? Nobody. Why? Because I told the people in my group how to trade. They can go do this shit their damn self. That's the point. That's the point of learning. So you can do it yourself. And the people who decide, hey, I don't want to learn. I just want to take your place. Well, they usually have to wait until I decide to trade. Now, luckily for them, I trade every day. Why? Because I like money. So I'm going to trade every day. Yeah, I like to get to the money. I have a rule, and I'm going to get to that too. Next, my family. My mother passed away, so all I have is my father. My father is 75 years old. If you ask him, he's 25. Still think he's young. He only date women. What's his age is 50. You gotta be at least 50. No, you can't be older than 50, but you can't be younger than 35. That's his rule. Mind you, he's 75. I don't know, but that's his thing. I like to spend time with my pops. That's my man, 100 grand. He's my best friend. That's the reason he's the one who taught me about stocks. I can't spend time with him if I'm working a job all day. Can't. My father don't like to do nothing. I try to take him on vacation. He's like, I ain't getting on no goddamn plane. You crazy? I'm like, oh, okay. I'm like, oh, let's drive to AC, Atlantic City. He's like, I ain't going to Atlantic City. I don't gamble. All right, you want to do something? Yo, where the woman at? Take me to the club. I'm like, Dad, you're not going to the club. Like, you're not going there with me. Like, that's not going to happen. He's like, well, yeah, just let's watch a movie. That's what I do. Watch a movie and play chess. My father's a chess champion too. So am I. That's neither here nor there. Vacation. I told y'all, 37 countries. And I don't know, 5-6 years. I do what I want to do. And I have a rule on vacation. All my friends know this. If I go on vacation with a young lady, who I usually go with, I don't really go with men. But if I go out on vacation with ladies, I have a rule. The first day I get there, nobody talk to me. I got to make the money I'm about to spend. If I'm going on vacation, I don't stay in no cheap place. I'm not staying nowhere where the room, no disrespect to anybody, but the room's is $200 a night. I don't want that. Like, that's for other people. I need the VIP. I need to be able to sit where I want a jacuzzi in my room. I want to be able to get out, open the door, and there's a pool. I don't want to swim with the other people that's swimming. Like, I don't want to do that. So I gotta know I want to spend some coin. Well, if I'm gonna spend some coin, I need to make the coin first. Yeah, granted, I had to pay before I got there and all that other stuff. But guess what? I'm gonna make that money back. So the first day, nobody talks to me. I don't care what's going on. If we get there on Friday and it's a party, well, great. But before we go outside, I gotta make that money between 9:30 and 10:30. So I need to spend the money I'm going out with. Plus, guess what? I'm going out there most of the time with ladies. They don't want to be, they don't want to be cooped up in a room where they want to. We gotta treat women nice. They don't want to be in these corny rooms with all. You ain't tell me the room don't come with a butler. They don't have nobody there to bring me my drink. I gotta go downstairs and go get a drink. I'm not doing that. Well, I'm not living like that. Like, I'm sorry, I'm just not doing that. I like to live the way I like to live. So guess what? My vacation is important to me, and I cannot do that if I'm working 9 to 5 all day. And last but not least, people that know me, I like to smoke hookah. That's my thing. Always got me a hookah with me. I would have had one now, but I'm teaching, and I don't smoke while I teach. But other than that, I don't smoke weed. I don't do anything else. All I do is smoke my hookah. So that relaxes me. I can't smoke hookah while I'm working. I tried it. They was like, hey, I got on a Zoom call. My camera's a little foggy at work. They was like, why your camera foggy? I was like, well, I don't know. They was like, well, we need you for now on. We need you to cut your camera on all day. I said, oh no. Oh no, I can't. I can't work with my. No, I'm not doing that. Cut my camera on while I'm working. No, I'm not doing that. So I said, you know what? It's time for me to go. That was one of the reasons why I left. Also, besides the fact that when my mother passed away, they told me, oh, I'm so sorry for your condolences. We love you so much. Take as much time as you need. She passed away on a Thursday. Friday was a holiday. Monday, they called me and said, hey, when you coming back to work? I said, oh no, y'all got me effed up. We'll come back to work. I didn't even get, what's the word? Bereavement. I didn't even get bereavement. They was like, yeah, we need you back. Why? Because they have high clients coming in. So you mean tell me you helping these clients make money is more important than my parents passing away? That's not gonna work for me. And you gonna tell me I can't smoke hookah on the clock? That's now we done. Now we out of here. So that's the reason why I left. That's the benefits of trading stock options. I get to do what I like to do.
Hi,
Hold up.
everyone.
Hold up now. Now, let me give you a testimonial from my favorite mentee. I can say that now because this is not my group. I can say that now. This is my favorite mentee. I'm gonna explain why she is after she explained herself.
Hey, I joined No Other Option probably in 2021. I was in the group for well over a year and 3 months, probably longer than that. At the time, I was a travel nurse just looking for another stream of income, and I had no idea what an option was, trading, anything like that. So all of this was new to me, but throughout that journey, I learned so much. I grew. I realized what strategy worked for me, and I was able to eventually just find my own. I have not worked in 9 months. I had a son. I've been able to stay home with him, making money from my bed, from wherever I was. I can travel and still trade. It has just been a huge life changing thing for me. So I encourage anyone out there, if they're looking to be done with their 9 to 5 job, stop clocking in and out, and you just want to take the chance and see if this is something that works for you, go for it. Because a year and a half ago, I did not even think that I would be where I am today. And I have the freedom to do what I want to do, make the money that I need to make to support my family. And yeah, this life is just so much more freeing. And so thank you, Wes. I appreciate everything. And yeah, I'm flying on my own now.
So that's Janae, right? It's my favorite mentee. Let me tell you why she's my favorite mentee. First person that helped make $1,000,000. First person. Let me tell you about Janae. She don't play about that bag. She go get to that money. She said she was a travel nurse. She was making $108,000 a year. She came to me. She said, "Wes, I'm ready to quit." I said, "Quit what? Trading?" She said, "No, I'm ready to quit my job." Mind you, I don't know her. She wrote me Instagram. She said, "Hey, I'm ready to quit my job." I'm like, okay. I don't know her. So I'm like, what you want me to do? She's like, um, I want to do what you do. I see you make money. I don't know you. You don't know me. I want to do what you do. I said, well, okay, come on with it. She come out. I'm like, don't quit yet though. She in the group a couple of weeks. She's like, okay, I think I'm ready to quit. I said, no, that's not a good idea. So we have a system in my group. When you want to quit your job, 3 rules. Now, granted, I don't control you. Do what you want to do. But the way I like to present is 3 rules. First rule, and they sound outrageous, but it's possible. First rule, you have to make double your income in 6 months. So she makes 180K. She has to make 360,000 in 6 months. She looked at me like I was crazy. She said, I gotta do what? I said, do you hear me? You deaf? You gotta make 360,000 in 6 months. She said, why do I gotta do that? You have to do that because one, the point of trading stocks is for your time. So there's no point of working every day. You'll quit this to go work every day anyway. That defeats the purpose. Second of all, you need a cushion. What if you lose? People act like they don't. People don't talk about losing. You lose. There's days you're gonna lose money. So if you lose, guess what? You need to have your salary already cushioned away. That money is tucked. You can't even touch that. So the money you make, if you make 360, 180 is in put away. That's the money you got to put away for the whole year. You good. That way you can pay your bills and do whatever you got to do with that. She was like, okay. Rule number 2. When you want to quit your job, and you're like, okay, well, I'm ready to quit. Remember, first is the salary. Second is you gotta let your job know I'm quitting. But why you do that? Because when you sign that paper saying you quitting, you gotta quit. You ain't got no choice. They go like you gotta resign. So guess what that do? That put belts to ass. You know what? I'm ready. So now they're gonna say, okay, cool. You gotta do it. Light some fire underneath you so you know it's true. And last but not least, we gotta have a monthly check-in. Why? Because I need to make sure you're actually gonna quit. I need to make sure you're actually gonna do what you're gonna do. Don't waste my time. Because if you come tell me how I'm gonna quit, 6 months go by, and you made the money and you still didn't quit, then I'm not gonna help you no more. You're just gonna be because now you're wasting your time because you made the money, you did everything you're supposed to do, and you didn't quit. So you're not holding yourself accountable. So she did that. She called me. She was like, okay, I'm ready. I said, well, let's go make the money. First week, she lost $25,000. I said, huh? We've been winning the whole week. She's like, yeah, but I was doing my own thing on the side. Blah, blah. I said, why was you doing that? She's like, well, I'm just trying to get the money quick. I said, that's not how you win. You don't win by going quick. You win by going slow and steady. She was like, all right, cool. I'm putting 25,000 in my account again. I said, wait, huh? How much money you got? She was like, well, I got some money saved up. I said, okay. She put 25,000. She said, I'm being intentional this time. I said, oh, okay. I call her next month. She said, yeah, I want some about 50,000. I said, okay, that's what's up. You doubled your money. She's like, yeah. Next month I don't call her. She don't call me. We don't talk. Next month go by. Now, one thing I like about Janae, her payment is always there early. She don't play. She don't like the money we was doing the first. This was back then when I had a system where everybody paid on the first. She was paying me on the 28th, 26th. Her money was always there on time. Next month go by, I'm like, hey, your payment didn't go through. She was like, oh yeah, hey, I've been meaning to tell you I'm leaving the group. I said, wait, what? We just had a talk about to quit your job and everything. What you mean leaving the group? She's like, yeah, I'm leaving. I said, what you mean? She's like, yeah, and I quit already. I said, hold up. Now I'm pissed because I'm like, I just wasted my time talking to this girl and she quit it. Now I'm tight. I'm be honest, I'm pissed. So she's like, yeah, we got to have a talk on the phone. I said, okay. She calls me. We talking. I'm like, well, how you gonna leave? How you gonna quit? She's like, oh, and she started laughing. I said, what's so funny? She's like, oh, you didn't get my message? I said, no. She's like, check your Instagram. Oh, girl, I'm goddamn care about on Instagram. She's like, check your Instagram. Check my Instagram. It's a screenshot. Account got 750,000 in it. I said, what the hell you was doing? She was like, well, I took what you said, slow and steady. So now I put high amounts and I only do 1 or 2 trades. I said, that's not technically slow and steady. She said, yes, it is. And that changed my whole mindset of thinking. You don't have to do 5, 6 trades. You could do 1 or 2 trades, put enough money on it, have a good day. She's like, yeah, I'm making 25,000 a day. I said, oh, okay. 3 months, 750,000. I said, wow. Hold up, what you like? You might have to teach me. I'm not too good to learn. I'm never too good to learn. I said, what you doing? She's like, oh, I can sit down with you, teach you some things. I said, yeah, let's do that. She said, okay. Show me what she was doing. I said, oh, same thing I'm teaching you, but you're being intentional about it. You take 1 or 2 trades. I call 3 or 4 trades out a day in my group. She's taking 1 or 2 of them, putting up the money, getting her money. She's done. She's like, before I used to try to take all 4 of them, and I may make 5,000 and lose 2,000, and I walk away with 3,000 for a day. No, now I take 1 trade, make my money, I'm out. I said, wow. And as she said before, she left. And I was so proud of her. I didn't ask for this video. She's like, I need to give you a testimonial. I said, yeah, you do. She gave me a video. One thing about Janae, she comes, pops in and out the chat when she wants. Why? It's $250 a month. She's like, I come in for this month, see what I got going on. I said, okay. Then she called me one day like, hey, Wes. I said, what's up? She said, I'm a millionaire. I said, you made $1 million? She said, it's a difference. I said, what's the difference? She said, I'm a millionaire. I didn't make $1 million. I'm a millionaire. Like, I have $1 million right now. I said, oh. She's like, yeah, in my trading account. I said, uh-oh. Hold up there. You got $1 million in your trading account? She's like, yeah. She started out with 25,000 a couple of months ago. I said, wow, it can be done. My mindset, I knew it could be done because I did it. But I'm like, wait, I can show somebody else how to do it. And after that, that's what took off. This was 2021. And ever since then, that's why she's my favorite mentee. I love Janae. And then she showed me the way. Or if I show one person, I can show a bunch of people. Now, I haven't had nobody who make $1 million again yet. But I got somebody real close there so far. He's real close. Couple of $1,000s away. So, I gave y'all understanding what stock options are. when to and when not to trade stock options, the benefits of trading stock options. I told y'all if y'all stay sitting in the call, I'm gonna give y'all a bonus. So now it's time for bonus time. Let me stop sharing this and start sharing my screen. If I can find it, give me 1 second. Okay, there you go. Let me know when the chart pops up. Can I see a chart? Can everybody see the chart? Yep. Okay, cool. So this is trading view, right? Trading view is where you look at the charts and you get to understand the charts. So let me show y'all something because I know some people's like, oh, this sounds good, but is it really that easy? Yes, it is. So this is trading view. Matter of fact, let me do something for y'all. Let me do something for y'all real quick. Because I know a lot of people are like, well, I want to learn trading view, but I'm gonna give y'all a discount on trading view. So you sign up, yes, it's affiliate link. Yes, I get paid. Why? Because I have a partnership with them. I'm not one of the people that lie about it. Yes, I'm gonna get paid when you sign up. They're gonna pay me $5. A whole whopping $5. But guess what? You're gonna get a discount when you sign up on TradingView. Cool. So it's TradingView is right here. You sign up on TradingView, you can view the charts. You can get the free version, but it's gonna lag. Don't get the free version, get the cheapest one you need. I think it's like $12 a month. So you can look at the charts. Boom. That's the link. So these are candles. You understand what the candles are? These are the candles. Remember I told y'all all you gotta do is know support and resistance. Well, I was having a long time, hard time trying to figure out what to do. So I'll stand up every night. To draw support and resistance, let me see. If I was to draw it right now, I'll put a line right here, probably right here, probably right here, and then one probably down here, right? Cool. Guess how long I used to do this for like 20 stocks per day. You know how long that used to take me? 3 hours every night. I'll spend 3 hours every night learning that. I said, no, it gotta be an easier way. So I paid somebody $10,000 to show me something. And guess what he did? I'm gonna show him what I paid for, I'm gonna show it to y'all for free. Because to me, this was not worth $10,000. Before when I was a novice, thinking like, I'm paying $10,000. What am I gonna get out of this? And then he showed me one thing. I'm gonna go to indicators. I'm typing swing. Boom. Swing high low support resistance. Take a picture. Write it down. Do what you need to do. Make sure you got it. Swing high low support and resistance. Say it again. Swing high low support and resistance. Boom. Put that on your chart. Bingo. That's what it does. It draws it for you. I told you, one down here, or one here, or one up here. Look at that. I'm on point. I enjoy this one though, because I wouldn't have did that one. But same levels. It draws it for you. So I'm like, I just paid somebody $10,000 to show me something after 5 seconds. I was pissed until I realized the value of it. I'm like, wait, I get to save 3 hours a night? Oh, this is worth $10,000. And then it had draws it for me. So the thing I like about this, as the stock moves, it makes new ones. So I don't got to join in the middle of trading. I said, oh, this is great. This is worth every penny. So let's see what I was talking about. Let me show you how easy trading is. Remember, we throw the ball at the ceiling. What it does, come down. We throw the ball at the floor. What it does, come up. Throw the ball at the ceiling. What it does, come down. But guess what? You got a hole in your floor. So what it did, drop to the next floor. Boom. Okay. Back up to the ceiling. Back down. Back up. Back down. Some people say, okay, you cheating. You cheating because you picked Apple. You knew he was going to do that. Great. I'm glad somebody said that. Write in the chat a stock you want to know. Let's show how real this is. Anybody, give me a stock that you want to look at. I got all night. Microsoft. I'm glad you asked. One of my favorite stocks. Keep them coming too. Don't keep them coming. Don't just what's the name? Lewis says Nas 100. I don't trade Forex, but guess what? Because you're on the call, I'm going to show you. Let's go Microsoft first. If this thing ever load up with that. Okay, I'm gonna say what the hell going on with TradingView. Boom, Microsoft. All right, let's go. Let's pick anywhere. Let's pick, I don't know. Let's here. Boom. Hit the bottom, come to the top. Hit the top, come down to the bottom. Hit the top, come down to the bottom. Hit the top, come down to the bottom. Hit the bottom, come up to the top. Do what? Same thing, same thing, same thing. I could do this all day. Who's next? What we said? SPY. Okay, let's go, Amber. You want to know SPY? It's my favorite stock. And TradingView is bugging right now. Taking forever to load. Okay, let's go again. Let's pick somewhere. Hit the top, to the bottom, to the top. Oh, a little bit left, but I would got out right here because I don't need all this. Boom, hit the bottom. Back up to the top. To do what? Come right back down. To do what? Come back up. Chop around. We don't trade during consolidation. Remember, we don't trade when stocks are moving sideways. It's not going up nor down. It's just sideways. Boom, to do what? Come back up. To do what? Come back down. Easy money. Let's do another one. Nas 100. I don't know the ticket for that, but let's try it. NASDAQ. Let's do NDX, which is what's the name? Oh, you want to do QQQ? The same thing. QQ is the same thing as NDX. I trade NDX is more expensive, but the same thing. Oh, guess what this look like? The stock we just did. SPY. Same exact thing. Why? Because you can trade them simultaneously. Oh, I'm giving y'all too much. Hold up. Hold up. I'm going crazy right now. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Time out, time out, time out. No, 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 no. Hold up. Yeah, back to what we was talking about. Anyway, up, down to the bottom, back up to do what? Come back down to the bottom, all the way back up. And guess what? We took the trade today. We took the trade today, my chat. You best believe. You best fucking believe we took that. Boom, to the top, down to the bottom, back up, consolidation, market is done. What's the next one? Oh, that look like it's all of them. Oh no, somebody's SoftBank. What's the ticker for SoftBank? Let's look it up. I don't know this one. I don't think is this it? No, it's not like it's on. Yeah, I don't know. This is not on what's the name? But it same thing. It's the same thing. So, they run the chat, the video. Okay, let's do the video. Another trade we took today. Easy money. The video, boom, as soon as the market opened. Let's go, 9:30. How did I know the boom? Because I traded it. 9:30, straight up. Easy money. But let's start. It's stuff from bottom. Hit the bottom, hit the top. Then what? Come to the bottom. Do what? Come back up all the way up here. Chop around. Hit the top again. Come back down. To do what? The same exact thing again. To do what? Chop around for the rest of the day. But let me show you why I like trading stocks early in the morning. Told you 9:30 to 10:30. From 9:30, this is 9:35, all the way up to 10:50. 10:50 is too late. So 10:30. Boom. We gotta move from what price is that? We gotta move from 152 to 156. A $4 move. That's a big bag. It's a big bag in the stock market. You put enough money up, that's 100K a day. How long is that? An hour? It's not much. It's not much. When we took this trade up here, we got 60%. I don't know how. I think the something was glitching. I'm like, wait, we ain't no way we up 60% and the thing only moved up. It's only been 10 minutes. But then I looked at it. Oh wait, we took it from here, 152 to 155. Oh yeah, that's a good move. It's a $3 move. We might got 60%. And guess what? It came back down. I'm out of this. I ain't gotta hold this. I'm out of this. Soon as I'm out. I could have been done right there for the day. But of course, I got a stock group, so I got to give out more plays. But we could have been done in 10 minutes. Easy money. Easy money. US 30. Okay, that's the last one. T say US 30. Let's pull it up because I got more stuff to go over. But let's do it. Works for anything. No, this is not. This is. Oh, that's what I'm on. I'm on stocks. That's forex. Is it US 30? What's the tick on what's the name for that? Uh, let's do the what's the name one? Who asked that question? Never heard of US 30. That's the forex pair. US 30. I clicked it, but I don't know why it's not coming up. I clicked forex. As I said, I don't trade forex, so I don't know about these. But if we go to all, US 30, is this it? Yep, look like this is it. Okay, no difference. Let's go somewhere further. Boom, hit the bottom, came to the top. Oh, this is a big drop. Drop, consolidation, drop. Big bag. To do what? Bounce all the way back up. Big bag. To do what? The same thing. Drop back down. To come up to consolidate the rest of the day. Now, if we took these two moves, you shouldn't be trading no more. You shouldn't be trading for the rest of the week. You made enough money. You made enough money to trade for. You don't have to trade for the rest of the week. But Hey, you want to do that? If you want to trade with this, I don't want to do that because I don't want to sit there and wait for it to do nothing. That's why I get in and out early. Easy money. Good bonus. I see some fires emojis in the chat. That's what I need to see. Cool. Let me stop sharing this. Go back to the PowerPoint. I just wanted to show y'all how easy trading can be. Most people think it's complicated. It's not. It's really not. I wanted to just show y'all that all you need is understand support and resistance. That's all I do. All I do, support and resistance. I don't gotta do nothing else. Now, this was a Tesla chart when Tesla hits 190, which is going to, mark my words here, it's going back to 190. That's why I screenshot this. Take a screenshot, take a picture. These are my levels, and these are the levels that the computer drew. The computer drew the blue and the red. Support resistance. I drew the white. Same thing. Hitting the same exact levels. Easy money. This is why I used to do all night. When I used to be staying up all night, like, oh my God, I gotta draw these levels. And that's it. Before, don't get me wrong, computer's great, but I'm always gonna backtest something. I ain't gonna just be like, oh, the computer's right. Hell no. I've been making money this way. So I'm gonna make sure I was correct. So I drew my levels and backtest. I said, oh, it's the same damn thing. Either I'm great or computer is just as good as me. Either one, I still win. So I said, you know what? I kept it like this. I screenshot this and put this inside here for tonight. I wanted to show y'all. Levels are the same thing. So you don't have to stay up all night drawing this yourself. You can do it yourself. All you gotta do is press the buttons. It's the swing, high, low, support, and resistance. Again, don't tell nobody I told you that. So let me know that I dropped some fire on y'all. I need some fire emojis in the chats to let me know if I drop some fire, some gems, some sauce, all of the things above. I don't see enough. The market opens 9:30. Don't trade the first 5 minutes. No, I don't. Okay, I see. Now I see the fire emojis rolling in. Okay, cool. So I delivered on my promise because clearly I dropping fire emojis. So that means I delivered on the promise. Now, who knows this movie? And if you don't know this movie, your black card is getting revoked. So I hope you do know this movie. Somebody in chat, let me know what movie this is. Lean on Me. Yes, thank you. Somebody. You smoke crack, don't you? That's the best part. That's the best part of the movie. Everybody should know Lean on Me. So let's be honest, right? Most people don't need information. They need transformation. A community and a mentor that's going to help you lean on when times get rough. Hence, we got the Lean on Me movie. So education is not enough. I wanted to help people take action because I could teach this all day. And guess what? People still ain't going to take action. So I want to make sure I make you take action. So today I'm torn with two choices. There's only two choices I have. One says, I can cross my fingers, say good luck, hope that you make your money on your own. Taj said, bro, I know you're coming to teach. I know you're going to flame him up. But make sure you try to help him. I said, okay, I'll try. I'm giving what I got, but I'm out. He's like, no, bro, help them.
You know what fasting is? Because you want to feel with the hunger.
Come on, Shiesty. Now I'm playing. So I said, okay, let's go with choice number two. Choice number two said, I can give you any and everything I have to help you and take active role in your success. I want to be accountable for your success. Why? Because I know I'm not good at trading. Because I'm not good at trading, I want to be accountable. Hold me accountable. Because this is what I do every day. Information on me, execution is on you. I'm going to give you what to do. All you gotta do is press the buttons. Like, that's literally all you gotta do is press the goddamn buttons. I'm on a 23-day winning streak. I post it every day on Instagram. Every day I win, I post it. When I lose, I post it too. So I'm not one of the people I only post my wins. I post my losses as well. Why? Because I don't want anybody thinking you'll come win every day. Have you been winning every day? Yes. It's only 20 trading days in a month. Why? Because it's only open Monday through Friday. So it's 20 trading days in a month, and I'm on day 23. We haven't lost in a month and change. And I ain't losing them all either. Or the next day, or the next day after that. I don't plan on losing no time soon. It's not happening. I went on a 68-day winning streak. That was my highest winning streak. That means I ain't losing 4 months standing there. Like, I was on fire. And it's going to happen again this month. So, if I could show you what I've been working on, because I had to rearrange it because of Taj. He said, yo, you can't charge my people. You can't go in here going crazy. I said, you know what? I charge. It's expensive. He said, yeah, but these are my people, bro. I said, all right. So if I could drop what I've been working on, drop a one in the chat. Okay, I see 2 ones. Okay, there we go. I see some ones. Okay. So first, one more before I show it, Please, somebody write in the chat say thank you, Taj, because this damn show wouldn't happen without him, me and him being on the phone for a while. So please, somebody in the chat write thank you, Taj, because he's the man. Trust me, because I'm a stickler when it comes to my price. So I want to give you a chance, an opportunity to join my No Other Option mentorship, where I'm going to teach you exactly what you need to do. So today, and today only, is $9.97. Taj, I told you $1,500. He was like, no. I said, okay. You see my price? It's $25. Tomorrow it'll go back to $25. Sorry, that's just I have no control over that. I have a business. I have to make money. So the price will go back up tomorrow. But as of today, only with the coupon code. If you don't put the coupon code, then you'll be paying full price. So please, if you are, use the coupon code, which is OWS. And I'm gonna show you exactly what you're gonna get. You're gonna get a live masterclass with me with no time limit. What does that mean? It's a live call. Like have you on Zoom? It's a live Zoom. I'm gonna teach you everything you need to know about stocks. I gave you some indicators to swing high low. I paid $10,000 for that. I gave that to you for free. Imagine what else I got. Like if I gave that for free, and that just shows you how to make bread. Imagine what else I got. I'm gonna give you 1 month free in my option group. Why do I give you a month free? So you can make your money back. If you can't make $1,000 in a month, we have a problem. Something is not clicking, and we need to go over it and we understand some things. But you should be able to make your money back within a month, bare minimum. Next, entry points. How to enter trades so you don't lose before you start. I have a video. I'm gonna show you how to enter trades so you don't have to lose it. What that means is most people get in trades and they lose automatically. As soon as they get in, they lose. I'm gonna show you exactly how not to do that. Next, I'm gonna help you set your chart up. That way you can have multiple accounts in order to be successful in all time frames. I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna set up your whole account for you. So you don't gotta do much. If you haven't traded before, don't worry about it. I'm gonna set up your account for you. Email me, coaching 101. If you have any questions, you can email me. I answer you all the time. I have no problem with that. Accessibility answers questions, unlimited questions. Why? Because you're in the group. I have an assistant and an HR manager inside the group as well. And I also have members in the group who think they me. So once you write a question, they probably will answer it before I can. Why? Because that's something they do. They love it. So there's email coaching and stuff and with me. Now, also, let me go to the bonuses because I feel like the bonuses are the best part. Can y'all still see my screen? I wanted to be able to drop the link for y'all so that way y'all can have it.
Yes, sir. We can see it.
Okay, bet. I just want to be able to drop the link so everybody can have it. Boom. So that's the mentorship link, right? So it comes with bonuses. The PDF version of the class if you're a visual learner. What does that mean? I have a PDF version of what we talked about so you can understand it. That way, there's no type of excuses. Next, entries and exit points in the video. I'm going to show you how to get in, how to get out. It's a video to show you exactly how to do that. Now, I don't just mean how to press the buttons in the chart. I mean how to actually get in the trade, how to actually do what I do every day. It's a video for that. Cheat sheet to set up your account. Let's say you have a significant other or somebody else that you want to help learn how to trade too. I'm going to give a cheat sheet so you can set up their account for them as well. That way, y'all both can trade and get money. Next, a list of stocks I trade. I hate when I used to hear people say, oh, I don't know what stocks to trade. Well, don't worry. I'm going to give you a list of them. The ones I trade every day. The same. If it's not broken, don't fix it. I'm going to give you the same list of stocks I trade every day. Next, definitions and vocabulary sheet. There's a lot of different words in the stock market. I want you to understand all of them. Do I use all of them? No. I talk like this. But at the same time, I still want you to understand what they mean. Because I want you to be able to use it. I don't want you watching CNBC and be like, oh, what the hell that mean? No, you're going to know what it means. Now, do I use them? No. Sometimes. Maybe. When I want to be sophisticated. But other than that, I still want you to understand exactly what they mean. So this is everything you're going to get with the mentorship. And the code is OWS. So let's understand it again, right? You're going to learn how to read the charts. I'm going to break down how to read the charts. Most people teach you a class, but they'll never talk about the charts. Why? Because they don't know them. They can't teach you it. They don't know it. I'm going to help you how to find option plays for yourself. Of course, that's my main goal. So you can make enough money so you can leave. Find your go-to stock. Make money from it every day. I told you earlier, I trade SPY every day. I told you that's my favorite stock. I trade it every single day. How to use the indicators to cheat the system. I'm going to show you exactly what to use. I gave y'all one indicator, which was the swing. There's plenty more. I'm going to teach you how to compound your money. Compounding money is the biggest and the easiest and fastest way to get rich. Also, if you want, I can help you make enough money to join the other members who quit their job. And last but not least, 1 month free into the stock group. So as I said, I realized I can sell this for $10K. Why? Because I have clients that make $1,000 a day. If it's 20 trading days and we take no losses like we did last month, you can double your money back in a month. Literally, if you put 10,000, you can make 20,000. It's possible. How do I know? We done it. But I said 10K may be a lot in this economy, especially with eggs prices. That egg price really pissed me off. So I want you to be able to make your money back within the first month with no problems. This is a list of everything. If you want it separately, this is how much I charge separately. But the problem is you can't get it because I don't sell it separate. I only sell it together. And also, if you sign up today, I'm gonna give you an unreleased copy of my ebook, How to Get Away with Murder, aka How to Get Away with Robbery, which is how to rob the stock market. I have an ebook that I wrote. It's not Chat GPT. I wrote it way before Chat GPT and all other stuff. I wrote it myself. My hand physically wrote it, paid somebody to get it published and all that stuff. And if there's some spelling errors in it, it ain't my fault. I paid the people already. So don't blame me. Boom. So again, today is $9.97 with the code. Tomorrow it'll be back up to 2,500. Now let's talk about compounding money. There's 252 trading days, right? If you make $200 a day, which is very simple, it's like the easiest thing you could possibly do. Guess what? 50,000 a year. If you make 400 in a day, 100,000 a year. Well, now if you make $1,000 a day, which is very possible, that's 250,000 a year. Or if you make $4,000 a day, well, that's 1 M. I'm hovering right here. I'm trying to get to 10,000 a day so I can make 2.5 million a year. Why? Because that's my goal. And then once you hit the 20,000, now you're out of here. Now you're at the 50 million. 5 million mark a year. And then 50,000, come on. That's when it starts to get ridiculous. So, for the people who just said, you know what, Wes? I know enough about trading. I just want to join the group. You have that option too. You have the option as well. Stock options pick daily. And yes, I do have Klarna. For the person who wrote me in a private message, I do have Klarna Afterpay as well. So you can Klarna or Afterpay it as well. Stock options picks per daily. You can also have access to set up your video. It's a video inside the chat to set it up. Monthly mindset course / mental health course. We actually have ours tomorrow. So our monthly mindset / mental health course where we go about mindset and our mental health. Why? Because that's the important part of trading. I told you, never trade when you're down. Plus, we come on a call, I teach, and we learn. Next, hands-on coaching to help you assist yourself. Who's the hands-on coach? Me. I'm going to hands-on coach you. I'm going to teach you everything myself. I don't believe in have people pay me and other people don't teach you. Ty show up here to talk to y'all. I do the same thing. My assistants and my HR manager stuff, they don't teach. They help you if you need help, but I teach the classes. I also got something called a dividends profit calculator, which is inside the chat. So you can make money in your sleep. So dividends is when a company pays you for just holding the stock. Did y'all know that, like, for example, I don't pay my phone bill. I don't pay, like, my gas. I don't pay my insurance. Why? Because the companies pay it. All I do is buy the stock and just sit there. I don't trade it, nothing. There's no loss. The longer you hold the stock, they have companies that pay me every month for just holding the stock. So I put 5,000 in one stock. Guess what? I make, I think, like $218 per month on that stock. Well, that pays my phone bill. I just let it sit. Okay, I got another company I put 10,000 in, and that gives me, I think, like 312 every 3 months. Well, that pays for things I don't really care about. I'm making basically $100 a month on that. Why? But just have my money sit. Now you gotta know the formula. You gotta know how to do it. It's inside the chat for free. All you gotta do is be a member of the group. And I paid somebody a lot of money to make that goddamn calculator. So I advise everybody to use it. I had to pay somebody overseas to get it done. So let me give out that link as well. That's for if you just want to join the group. If you just want to join the group, come on with it. If you already know what you're doing, come on with it. There's all the things you will get inside of it. Now, what happens if we do nothing? Well, we go back to figuring it out. You may get frustrated. Maybe you don't attempt to do it, which a lot of people do. I taught this class plenty of times. I can't count how many times the same people come to the goddamn call. I'm looking like, wait, wasn't you at the last call? Yeah, I'm really thinking about this time though. Okay, keep thinking. The more you think, people are going to get paid. You may become unmotivated or uninspired. Well, that's possible. The more you watch something and you watch other people go up and you staying stagnant, it may not help you. Next, you can figure it all out, but it takes years or months. And that's very possible as well. I figured it out by myself. How many years it took me? A long time, 3 years. You don't have to wait 3 years. You have me. You don't have to worry about that. So my always questions are, why? What is your why? Why are you doing this? Do you want money? Do you want time? Do you want freedom? It's up to you. How long would it take for you to stay there? Ty said earlier, sometimes you gotta put yourself in the right room. That's important. Some people ask, oh, how much it costs? No, how much it costs if you don't? How much does it cost if you don't? make more money? Are you paying more in taxes? Possibly. Are you paying more in rent because rent is cheap is more expensive than mortgage? You can't buy the house that you want because you're paying rent and the rent is weighing you down. Sometimes waiting longer costs you more. Why should you take advantage of this? Well, I just taught you this whole class. I think that's why you should know why you should take advantage of it. I think I broke it down very well. And who drawing on my screen? Yeah, iPhone. Drawing on my screen. And now for my action takers, what you'll get today, a private call from me. We're going to set up your account tonight. We'll enter a private group chat. I'm going to give you my exact chart setup, a copy and paste chart system. And lastly, copy my unreleased ebook, How to Get Away with Robbery. I'm going to show you exactly how to kill the market. And like I said, success has receipts. Now let's talk about it. This ain't me. None of this is me. None of these are me. These are all clients. So let's see. 11,000, 7,000, 12,000, 14,000, 5,000, 8,000. I can't even see that one. 3,000, 4,000, 4,000. The list keeps going on and on. But like I said, I could do this all day. 50 million screenshots if I wanted to. We'd be at 10 o'clock. 5,000. What's that say? 23,000, 2,000, 4,000, 3,400, $800. 4,000, 3,500, 26,000, 1,600, 4,800, 3,000. We got members who make 500 a day. Got some members who make $100 a day. Got some members who make 4,000 a day. Some that makes 1,600 a day. Some that makes 2,200 a day. Some that makes 26,000 a day. Again, none of this is me. I don't want to show. I want to show my receipts. You're like, oh, that's just you. That's you. You're cheating. Or you got more money than people. So no. So I just share what other people do. Like I ain't the only one getting paid. You think somebody would pay me every month if they ain't making no money? That don't make no damn sense. It's the reason why we got members in the group. They're making money. So again, these are your two options, right? You can either take the mentorship or you can just join the group one-on-one and get paid. The choice is yours. And now I'm going to open it up for questions. And I'm going to drop the link one more time. So that way, everybody can have it. We take the floor for questions.
Let's go. So, hey man, I need everybody to drop some fire emojis in the chat from my guy Wavy West. He just dropped that heat on y'all, man. And listen, we're here for one reason only, y'all. And that's the number one reason, y'all, is because we like to talk bad talk. We like to talk money, man. We like to talk bad. That's why we hear credit, funding, getting access to capital, making that capital work for us. And best of all, with this lane, what I like about most about it is that you just letting somebody else money work for you. Yeah, you using your money at the end of the day, but still, this is other people's businesses that you literally are looking at these charts and literally hitting the floor or the ceiling, and you just reading the charts. I ain't gonna lie, that's something new that I learned today, bro. I just didn't, I don't know nothing about stocks, so it's like that was over my like I was like, I always imagine myself paying somebody to just do my like on some rich dude stuff. I just pay like I'll just pay you or somebody. I'm gonna pay somebody like, all right, bro, here, I'm gonna pay you some millions or something, and you go ahead and make me some millions. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, all right, y'all. So listen, um, raise y'all hands if y'all have, or y'all could just come off mute. This is a small class. It's 12 people in here now. So y'all can just come off mute. Shocky. Is it Shocky? Which one is it?
My name is Shaki.
Shaki. Okay, so Shaki, not Shaky or Shocky. Shaki.
No, I'm right. It's Shaki.
There we
So,
go.
we like you said, we spoke to yesterday. Am I getting the same thing? Now I get a discount because I came on time on somebody else's room?
Well, so great question. We did speak yesterday. The one that we spoke about is a one-on-one call. So it's just me and you. This option, we all be on a call together. That way we all learn together.
But this might out of this group, so if I'm the only one who buy in, then it's still me and you, right?
Technically, yes, but it's also the one that we had before is a little more detailed.
Cool. Understood.
That's why it's 2,500 because it has a lot more impact into the class.
And it's still what you told me exactly, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Any other questions?
All right, y'all. All right, I know we got some type of questions. MG, I see you was in the comments. You know what I'm saying? So, I know you.
Yeah, I got a few things I could chime in with and some questions.
What's going on?
First things, appreciate you showing up, sharing your knowledge and the information to myself and everybody else. So appreciate it. And I was just gonna kind of attest to the rest of the class too. Like, Wes is right. Like this really is a good opportunity to buy freedom. Essentially, I'm deep in the options, deep in the stock markets and crypto investments and stuff like that too. So I personally can attest to everything that he said here. And when you get somebody behind you that has expansive knowledge and can really, show you how to do this stuff, it really can catapult you into freedom, essentially. So I think it's a good opportunity. I ain't getting nothing off this, but just genuinely want to attest to what he's saying and the fact that you got a good opportunity in front of you if it's something you're really interested in doing. So
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man.
yeah,
And,
definitely.
and I don't
And
know, so you can't say he helped me. I don't know, so appreciate that.
yeah, definitely. And personally, like, so I'm a little further than like beyond the foundational aspects of, technical analysis and options and stocks and everything like that. So I don't know if you got something to offer in terms of something more like personal, one-on-one, occasional conversing and maybe talking about my flaws and things like that, where maybe I could get improvement in certain areas. Like
Yeah.
with me personally, like a lot of times, like I'll be looking for setups, like breakouts, and I'll be thinking it's gonna break out, and I get faked out, and I get stuck on the wrong end of a trade. A lot of times, I let my green go red, kind of trying to wait it out and see. Like I think those are a lot of my pitfalls and things I need to try to work on. So if you got anything to offer me in that aspect, like I'd be down to get into something.
Yeah, so I do have I call it a 30-minute crash course. It's a 30-minute course. There's four people who are more advanced when it comes to trading. It's 30 minutes, and we dive deep into the charts to show you exactly where you're messing up at, and then we do a practice trade. So
Okay.
the practice trade was I pick a company until you close your eyes. We just replay it on the on the trader view, and then I'll be like, okay, trade, what would you do right here? And you show me, then literally in that part, that's when you exactly trade how you would trade. And then
Okay.
I'm like, okay, this is where you messed up at. Or this is what I would have done. Because mind you, I pick it and I don't know what's going on either. So I just close my eyes and pick somewhere too. That way it's not like, oh, you already see what's going to happen. No, we're going to do it together. That
Okay.
comes 30 minutes. And then, or if you don't want to do the practice trade, what we do is we just go over some of your trades you took and we see what the problem was. And I have an indicator that I give out as well on that. That one is 30 minutes is 500. We could,
Okay.
yeah, personally about that. We'll talk about that.
Okay. You got like an email or something so I can stay in communications with you
Do you have
after
Instagram?
this? I'll really be on there. I could get on there though. Like it's not a it's
I,
you know,
I'll shoot you my number.
okay.
Yep.
All right, but
I'm gonna drop the gram too once again, y'all, for y'all. So even if you don't use it and stuff like that, still just reach out on there. But yeah, exchange the number, do whatever y'all gotta do. Y'all already know what time it is. Stace, what's up? What's up? What's up with it?
Yeah, I just had a question for Wes, and I wanted to ask, if you was 15 again, what would you be doing right now to set yourself up to get rich off stocks by 18?
When I was 15, one of the main things I'll be doing is I'll get me like some type of little side hustle or something like that. So I can
Yeah,
have some money so I can put into the options game. And then I'll be buying one contract at a time. Why? Because I want to get my feet wet, understand what I'm doing. Basically the same thing I did when I first learned. I just wasn't young enough. If I was younger, I'd have been richer way quicker because I would have had the information. But I will start buying one contract, taking my time, getting my feet wet, making sure I take small wins, $50 a day, $25 a day. Now, 25 a day don't sound like a lot, but when you start compounding it, you got $50 a day. That's 250 for the week,
yeah,
1,000 for the month. Now, at 1,000 a month, now you can trade. You can start getting busy with it. Now you can start making $200-300 a day. And once you start making $200-300 a day, with that point, now you're good. Now,
okay,
by the time you're 18, if you're not a millionaire by then, but by the time you're 18, you should at least be a couple 100,000 up. That's 3 years. It don't take 3 years to make $1 million.
okay. And what should I be studying right now?
Charts. That's the only thing I study. I only study charts, technical analysis.
Right.
Because that's to me that's the only thing that matters. Because yeah, news and all that stuff is cool, but the news happened, and then the chart shows it. So therefore, I need to study the charts because I get paid off the charts, not the news or no other stuff. You don't make no money until you actually put it in the market. So you can hear a bunch of stuff. There's no point in listening and studying what people are saying. Study the charts because that's whatever people say is going to reflect on the charts. It's gonna show you exactly what's gonna happen on the charts. I don't do like you people like, oh well, what about the news? Oh, you heard what happened with Tesla? I don't give a damn what happened with Tesla. Is the stock going up or down? Like people, oh, you heard what happened in the economy? No, I don't know. I don't know what's happening in the economy. I just know that the stock is moving up and down. That's what I'm that's what I'm focused on. Because whatever's happening, the market's gonna show me.
Okay. Uh, and another question is, what's like the best way for me to practice with like without like no money or like a brokerage account? Because I had troubles with that when I was researching about stocks. You know, it's a lot of accounts and stuff that I needed, and I'm not 18 to get those accounts, so I kind of dropped it.
I will use Thinkorswim. And Thinkorswim, they do ask you age requirement. Use somebody age, use your parents or somebody age that you do know. That way you can get it and do
Okay.
paper trading. They have what you call a paper trading thing. You can show your parents too. Say no. Well, first of all, they're gonna know the only way you can only put money in through them, so they ain't gonna be tripping about that. And you just paper trade. So paper trading is
Okay.
trading with fake money, but it allows you to actually trade so you can see what's going on.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. I appreciate you. Thank you.
No problem, man. I hope to see you get well. And oh, I'm glad you brought that up too. I have a youngin who started with me when he was 16. He hit 18, and guess what? That boy Rich. That now me and him not talking right now because I made him a deal. If I told you I'm about to trade, he got to go to college. This boy gonna tell me he not going to college. He make more than his professors. I'm like, that's cool, that's great, but I didn't teach you stocks so you can just to make money. I taught you stocks because that's what you say you want to learn. But you going to college, so me and him ain't speaking because he didn't apply. And August is around the corner. It's time to go to college.
Mhm.
He like, I got a Benz. I pay my parents rent. I ain't going to college. So we had little odds right now. But he's 18 now. He's supposed to be going to college, and he made 100,000 already. So it's possible. He started when he was 16.
Okay. I got one more question for you.
Hello?
Uh, so like your mentorship program, obviously I'm 15, I can't pay that type big money. So like what's like something you think I should do to like stay in contact with you if I wanted to like start investing or just to
Yeah,
kind
definitely.
of
I would say
I
just
don't know nobody who really just in stocks right now, and you feel me, I feel like I like the way that you teach,
thank
and
you.
it's like I kind of get it. So like I want to like stay in contact with you, you know?
Yeah, definitely. Just add me on Instagram. I post
All
free
right.
content all the time. I give out free documents and stuff, so you can always have that. And I do free classes as well.
Okay, man. Thank you so much.
Anytime, man. Any other questions?
Boom. All right, y'all going once, going twice, going three times. All right, y'all listen. Once again, I want y'all to drop some fire emojis in the chat for my guy Wavy West, cause I hit bro up, man. I wanted him to slide in here. Y'all already know I tried. My biggest thing is being able to provide y'all as many opportunities as possible. So one thing that I'm big on is staying close to the fire, staying in proximity with the people, the movers and the shakers in their industry that they specialize in. So my guy Wavy West, I mean, he's literally, y'all could tell he's a little bit of a comedian, good dude. Like when I tell y'all, a good dude, like stand-up guy, solid, right? These are the type of people, like characteristics of people who you just want to be around anyways. Like forget like anything else, like success and all that. But then once you add in the fact that the man is a teacher, in this space, and he's helping people make so much cheese. When I tell y'all, like I don't even have a stock. I had my bread dipped in stocks, but when I got jammed up, I had to pull all that because it got real in the field for your boy. You know what I'm saying? But regardless, right? Once I do jump in, he gonna be somebody who I'm gonna jump in with and dive into and learn from, because at the end of the day, you got to be learning. You should have something in your portfolio at the end of the day. Maybe you're not a day trader or anything like that, but man, regardless, y'all. Y'all see the proof is in the pudding. So I need every single one of y'all. First off, y'all, I need y'all to make sure that y'all follow him on the gram. I dropped the gram one time. I'm gonna drop it one more time
Mhm.
in this chat. I need to make sure that y'all follow my guy on the gram. If anybody jumped in to the I strongly encourage every single person that's in here to a bare minimum. If y'all didn't jump into the 997, I strongly encourage y'all to jump into the 250 a month joint. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you are like ready to lock and load and y'all got a little bit of bread to play with so y'all can start actually going in. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all want to start seeing them gains. Y'all want to start seeing the wins that y'all can make. And at the end of the day, everybody who's here, we all here because we trying to get some money, man. We trying to run it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, so with that being said, I've seen a lot of fire emojis. With that being said, Wes, I appreciate you, bro. 100%, man. I thank you for coming in, talking to the people. You've been a blessing to us and everything like that. Everybody, I need y'all to make sure y'all tapping in with my guy outside of this. Stay in tune with everything he got going on. All right. If we use Kiara, will that mess up our credit?
I think she meant Klarna.
Oh, Klarna. No, Klarna don't go onto your credit. So if it lets you do Klarna, then do Klarna. Because that's not gonna go onto your credit report. Unless you mess up the bag, unless you know what I'm saying, unless you mess it up. But as long as you make the payments and stuff, you straight. You good. You all good. Cool. All right, bet. All right, cool, man. So yeah, bro, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for
Yeah,
coming
man.
in, man. Blessing my people.
So,
Um, everybody in here, man. I want y'all to have a great rest of the week. Have a great rest of the evening. You know what I'm saying? Go. I need everybody to just make sure you lock in to every single thing that you're looking to do, every single thing, because you guys, we need to be making great decisions that's going to change our life forever. You know what I'm saying? The first thing that y'all doing, that's the great thing, is y'all in this room. Y'all tapped in with the people who's moving and shaking. That's the first thing. But then it's just straight up taking action. Maybe everybody couldn't have took action tonight because stuff be rough or whatever the situation is. But the bare minimum is you guys want to make sure you following, bro, tapping in with them and staying in tune. And then when it is time, when y'all got a little sack to y'all, and y'all like, all right, man, I'm finna mess with these stocks. I'm finna see what it do. That's when y'all go tap in and make it shake. All right. But nevertheless, I appreciate y'all. Have a blessed evening and rest of the week. Y'all already know we got life insurance class tomorrow. So make sure y'all here for that. I want y'all to make sure y'all ready with pens and everything and notepads. But much love and appreciation, y'all.